welcome. And we are back with another session. And I am also back from having from my literal glass of blood taken from my body. I know I keep mentioning that, but to you guys, but it's just one of those out there stories, you know.
So you said it was 5.
5? It was, yeah, 5 of those little files, which is around roughly a cup of blood. Again, roughly. But saying a cup of blood is more, Well, anyway. That was an experience, and, anyway. I'm saying anyway a lot. In the last session, the party quietly discussed and met the crew that Charlotte illustriously calls family. Well, no, she's never called them family, but well, I like to think she imagines them as her sort of family. And you all got drunk and went on a bender, and the morning came, and you discovered, oh yeah, that samurai you all met that was Jezebel's friend. Yeah, apparently they killed her. He killed her brother. Yeah.
We don't know that for sure yet.
Yeah, we don't know for sure yet. It might be untrue. But with that, we resume.
He might have been possessed.
Might have been a doppelganger.
With,
but who knows?
Who knows, indeed. Well, one person does. Anyway, we start this session with you all preparing to head to the grave, yes?
Yeah.
So, you head over to the Archdruid, and they have prepared they have asked the druid to come over and escort you. And in fact, you do indeed see that someone has arrived, and they give you a quiet bow as they welcome you and then say, yes, hello, I am... Well, yeah, you can call me Feather.
Right there.
And I will be your escort to the gravesite and to the ruins past that. And to the place where your where your dear friend Jezebel's brother was unfortunately killed.
Yeah.
So Clara just has this suspicious mind. She's like, are we sure he was killed there and not just brought there after being killed?
The treants in the area actually saw it happen.
Does that mean we can ask them about it?
They're unlikely to talk to you. They normally only talk to druids. And having a conversation with one normally takes a week.
We don't have that kind of time.
No, we don't. And I'd rather see for myself. Anyway.
By the way, Charlotte, how much time has passed?
I lost count of rewinding it so much.
That's just great. Hopefully our horses won't be resold before we get back to them.
So, you guys are going to head out. Your first location will be the gravesite, and then you'll be taken to where he died. And then finally you'll be taken to the temple area where... Neku, we're getting a bit of feedback. Do you have noise cancellation turned on for Discord?
No.
You might want to turn that on. It should help with that.
Okay. There we go.
So, yeah, you'll be going to the gravesite, then to where he died, and then to the ruins, which you are exploring because that's one of your jobs.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Shall we all head out then?
Yep.
Also, changing that setting, completely removed the sound, Neku, so you're fine now.
All I did was increase the grain, and that seemed to work better. All right.
All right. Then let's get going, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You wander through the woods, quietly following the druid as they escort you through this path that seemingly appears as they walk and then vanishes behind you, as if the very forest is moving to part for them and then closing up the path behind you. The sounds of various beasts and vicious animals can be heard.
And yeah, Cicada's going to memorize a lot of them.
Oh, I'm sorry, I very nearly forgot something actually. Neku, Neku still wants to say goodbye to their party group. I forgot we hadn't done that yet.
A bit.
I mean,
Sorry.
backtracking now would be a little. It'll be okay.
No, it's fine. I only just got started with the. Sorry for the tonal whiplash there.
Fine.
We're just flashing back, that's all.
Yeah, flashback. So yeah, you find them all quietly nursing their hangovers, Neku. Charlotte.
Charlotte looks over to them all and just gives like a little bit of soft toots as she shakes her head towards them. I think you had a lot more drink than I did last night.
Well. I couldn't think of a comeback, but yes, we had a lot of drink and, no, we don't regret. Ow! We don't regret it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be heading off. Gonna find the rest of the crew.
Alright, we'll stay here and hold the fort. You know, keep this place safe. Be careful out there, you know who's after you.
I know. Less sorry. And maybe I'll be able to get my revenge one day.
Long as
Get
you
back
save
for
a
everyone.
long as you save a piece for us, eh?
We'll see how it goes.
If you don't save us a piece, you owe me a drink.
More alcohol with you. Very well.
Rose,
I'll buy it on the house.
bless you. Rosemary, of course, steps forward and just places a hand on Charlotte's shoulder and then says, "Be careful out there."
Know who you're talking to. I'm always careful.
She just gives one of those parent looks with, just that narrowed eyes as if she doesn't believe you.
Charlotte awkwardly runs a hand to the back of her own head as she looks away.
See
Don't look
to
at
it.
me like that.
See to it that you are careful, please. And remember to eat regularly. Make sure you
Always
drink
do.
plenty of water.
Very well.
She nods and then steps back. Well, take care of yourself.
Take care of these slide over here, okay?
She salutes.
Let's salutes back. And then she heads on with the rest of the group.
Alright. And sorry for the tonal whiplash there, but well, memory is a very bad thing, and I forgot.
Yeah. Understandable.
Okay.
So, you're walking through the woods. The forest is parting by the druid, and then closing behind you, as if there wasn't even a path in the first place. The sounds of various animals can be heard in the distance, fighting and battling. The druid then speaks up, making conversation while you guys are walking. Now, I do want to warn you all. There is an unfortunate issue with the graveyard at the moment.
What do you mean?
And that
Fortunate
is?
issue.
Most of the people who die in this forest, we don't find until after they're long dead. So most of them die very unfulfilled deaths, and because of this, the graveyard tends to attract the bad kind of spirits. Normally it's fine, and short trip and small trips are normally not an issue. Then again, most of us can just fly away if something appears. Still, if something does appear, I recommend running. The spirits that haunt this area and this forest can be very dangerous.
Hey.
Okay.
While the
Hmm.
undead doesn't get in from outside, the undead that awaken inside this forest tend to be a lot stronger than you'd think.
Noted.
So
I just
do-
want to see this graveyard we've made. My family has made one of their own, but I do want to see the actual place that he died most of all.
Right. And I will also say if something does appear, I will be flying away. But as long as you all stick together, I will come and collect you once the danger has passed.
Charming.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more interested in speaking to the woods than battling against it.
Okay.
And with that, she parts the last of the forest, and you all find yourselves in a graveyard. Above you, the trees all coil and curl upward to make a canopy where only dim light can get down here. The grass around the graves is very thick and unkept, but closer to the actual graves, it's more kept to a smaller length, and it's clear that there is some maintenance being made to keep the gravesite at decent, but there are signs that it's not being kept to a great. It's not as clean as a gravesite in a city, as an example.
Unkept.
It's not dirty, and it's not decrepit, but there's clear signs that they don't get to clean it very often.
It's very overgrown.
Yeah.
So, firstly, I may I make a perception check, just to see if everything is clear and okay.
You may.
Average.
Alright. Okay.
Seem to be anything around.
As far as you can tell, there's not.
Oh,
Jezebel just remains quiet as she just starts to walk forward.
I mean, you can
Okay, that's
see shadows from above where the trees are hanging down over you. You can see dim shadows around the crypts and graves. The quiet crackle and snap.
Clara is looking around paranoid.
The druid points towards the grave, and you see, Jezebel, that the grave is indeed more well kept than the others. It's clear that this is the most recent grave and that they're making an effort to preserve it because most likely than not this is one of the few grave sites that actually gets visitors. And in fact, the druid speaks up and then says, "We do not get many dead that request a grave here. Most wish their bodies be sent back to their home. So most of the time, the ones that end up here do not have any family."
So his body is really here.
She nods.
Jezebel looks back over to the grave, a slightly unreadable expression on her face as she just looks at the tombstone quietly for a few seconds. And she just takes a deep breath and then she puts a hand on her hip and she goes, "Well, it's not a terrible place to have to be buried. Brother never was very picky."
I believe your parents' wording was he said he wanted to just be buried where it would be the least amount of effort. It appeared that they were able to commune with him beyond his mortal coil.
Of course, she says as she rolls her eyes, but has a small smile on her face. Um, she looks back to the druid and then she gives a small nod. She goes, "Thank you for showing us here."
Of course, a friend of the Archdruid is a friend of mine.
Wouldn't really call us friends, but sure.
It's a saying, dear.
Jezebel
And he
just shrugs and then looks back to the grave.
He has been helpful to us.
Those who are helpful don't usually have good intentions sometimes, dear. Usually they want something from you. Or stab you in the back later.
Cicada. Also,
Yes?
actually, Clara,
Mm-hmm.
you said you were looking around paranoid, yes?
Yep.
Roll me a perception check.
All of the paranoid. At least 3 of the paranoid.
Alright. Cicada. You are looking just off to around here. And you see one of the shadows begin to rise from where the shadow was, as if the shadow itself is growing. Clara, you're able to see this as well. And you also see another shadow that is rising over here. I need you all to roll initiative.
May I have permission to run and hide behind my fluffy knight?
You may.
She runs over here, is like, protect me! The shadows are moving!
It's just Clara. Clara has it.
Oh, did I not? My bad.
Yeah.
I also have to roll for the shadows, so bear with me there.
Okay.
I'm rolling for them now.
She is trembling quite a bit.
Alright. Everyone else, if you have a passive of 10, so everyone, you guys can see this red marked one here. And if you have a passive of 11 or higher, you can also see this one.
Okay, I've got both.
However,
Both.
they did surprise you. So only Clara and Cicada aren't surprised because they were looking around. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
But I do yell out, shadows!
Yeah.
Shadows!
Shadows are moving!
So they won't have an advantage, but yeah, you will still be surprised. So, you know what I mean. So, Gorax,
Yep.
Jezebel, you spend your turn becoming unsurprised. The shadows move in, and it's going to sail right through. And it's going to attempt to attack Jezebel. And that's going to miss because it doesn't have an advantage.
Okay, good.
And then it's going to do it again. Because these shadows are much stronger. It's a 14, so it meets your AC. And
Yep.
so that'll be 15. So that'll... Okay.
I think you cut out a little bit there.
So you take 7 damage.
Okay. I would like to do this, please, as a reaction.
And your strength score is reduced by 4.
Oh god!
Yeah,
That's
I gotta
bad.
love shadows.
No
That's bad.
No need to put that on your sheet. Just make note of it somewhere, like in a notepad or something, so you can keep track of it.
It's
Yeah.
-1.
-2, actually. Well, I get what you're saying now. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna rebuke the violent.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I know you were trying to do that, Borax, but I just needed to do with the Jezebel stuff first. Don't worry, I heard you.
Okay.
So that is a wisdom save.
Yeah, DC 14.
Okay, so they make a wisdom save, and they pass.
Okay, so they take half, which is also what Jezebel took, but it is radiant damage. I believe shadows are vulnerable to that.
I'm just unsure if I should tell you or not because that's sort of metagaming.
Well, don't tell me. Just take it into account when you for the
Fair enough.
Yeah. 'Cause,
You-
like,
You all
like,
see
I
that.
seem to remember, but I could be wrong.
You all see the shadow writhe with, and a otherworldly screech echoes. Ah. And yeah, this druid is out of here. You know, they're just gone.
Jezebel flinches at first, feeling weakened, but then she looks pissed off.
The shadow is then gonna take its bonus action and try and slip back into the shadows. And a 10, so it fails to stealth. This one is going to move forward. And it's going to attack Corex. 22 will hit. So you take...
You will absolutely hit.
Oh yeah, I forgot I already rolled that. So you take 18 necrotic damage.
Fucking ow.
Oh.
And your strength is reduced by 4.
Wait, it's 4 or do you roll for it?
I rolled for it. I forgot with the previous one that I already have it rolling that 1d4.
Okay.
You'll see it on the stream. It's being rolled using GM, so the rolls are
Can't
visible.
confirm.
Alright. So that's not good.
Alright, and then this one is going to try and stealth. And it's going to get a 19. So it vanishes into the dim light of the area. And I'm just going to move that to the GM layer. And then move it out. Move it because it's still at movement. And Laura, it is your turn. Because you are not surprised, so you get to use a turn.
Clara is like trembling and she's like, let's see, so I'm trying to figure out how many people I can hit with this at once. 1, 2, 3. I think I can only do 3 at the moment.
So you have what?
Oh, heroic stuff, that's all.
Heroism. Okay.
She's gonna just do the usual 2 at the moment.
It
Alright,
would be Foxy and Corax.
Yep.
so you get to move and you get bonus
saw my-
HP. That's how it
Let me
works,
see.
right?
No, it's not heroism.
No.
Oh.
You're thinking of Mantle of Inspiration.
Yeah, sorry, I thought that we're using Mantle of Inspiration.
Yeah.
This is heroism. Creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points.
Alright,
By the way, question for my next turn. Actually,
wait
no,
till
we
your
can do
next
that.
turn, please.
Yeah, sorry.
So
The thing I just noticed.
what's your spellcasting modifier? It's plus 6, right?
My charisma mod is 4.
Alright, so plus 6. No, plus 4,
Yeah.
sorry. So that's your turn. Cicada, you are also not surprised.
Okay. Seeing Jezebel is being attacked by the shell, she's gonna go right up next to it. And she's going to use Word of Radiance.
Alright,
It
Word
needs
of
to make a
Radiance
Constitution saving
is
throw.
on save. So that's a success, so no damage.
Dang it! Well, I'm at least going to put a hex on it.
Alright. Ryu, unsurprised. Hare, unsurprised. And Corex, it is now your turn.
Okay, so that last thing, when it drained my strength, I am now over carrying capacity for all my stuff.
Oh dear.
So, my question is I know what to drop up that would get me back under, or can I drop it as a free action?
I'd say probably bonus action because you're just dumping it. But
Okay, I'm gonna
don't
drop my
don't delete it from your inventory or anything. Just make note that you've dumped stuff and you need to pick it back up.
Yeah, don't worry. Okay, Okay, I drop my and as my bonus action, I unhook my hook my a bag of bullets and shot. It's in pack or for my pistol for my belt, and I just drop it on the ground.
All right. You still have your action.
Yeah, and I'm trying to decide what to do with that because
Well, TikTok. One.
yeah,
Two.
like okay, quite fine.
Seven.
I'm gonna hope like hell that I'm going to hope. Oh, I've got a plan. I cast darkness centered on myself.
Really?
Of cicada. With any luck, it won't be able to see me either. I'm counting on you to see me, and it.
You are aware darkness is like, isn't it 60 feet?
No.
It's I can 15
It's a 15
feet.
foot.
Okay.
It's a 15-foot radius. So yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna
5,
move
10.
a little bit. Yeah, like I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll move. Yeah, I'll move a bit so it only encompasses cicada.
You can see in magical darkness.
Yep.
Don't mind me. I'm just making the. I think this is a 15. This might be the wrong size, but
That's not even close.
yeah, I thought so. I really need to get some sort of like thing I can just quickly drag on to get the proper sizes.
There.
There you go.
I do have some things, but that would require me to enter GM mode.
No, I don't need it now. It's just I've got to set it up, and I've been too lazy to do it.
Yeah.
So
like-
you're setting it up there?
Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. Like, cause, yeah, like if this thing keeps up on up the attack on me, I'm not going to be able to last very long. But I can give Cicada just full advantage on everything she does.
All right.
Every attack she makes.
Okay. Jezebel, it is your turn.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Wait, I have dark vision. Can I see in darkness?
It's a
No.
magical darkness. Only I can see through it.
Because
Gotcha.
because Cicada has Devil's Sight.
Alright then. Let's see. I'm going to do this first as a bonus action.
Advantage
Okay.
as a bonus action.
And I can still see the guy here that attacked me, so I'm going to use Frostbane against it.
All right. All right. So a 14 to hit will hit, and you deal 9 sneak damage. And okay. So you deal 9 snake, and then that. Okay, and is that your turn?
Yeah.
So, as you finish your turn, you will notice that the sphere of darkness that Korax has cast is actually starting to turn bright white. And then almost blindingly light. To the point you can't even look directly at it.
I'm blind.
Not you,
is
not,
that
wait, not you, Cicada, you can still see through it normally.
Oh.
You have to squint a little bit though.
Hmm.
And in the light, Cicada, you can now make out the shadow. And I will make it visible for you. You can see it, the others can't. Corax, your darkness has become lightness.
Right.
Oh,
Really?
huh. Interesting.
is that supposed to happen?
No.
Can still see through it though. Weirdly enough.
Hell is going on?
I don't know.
Essentially, it works the same as darkness, it's just, it's light.
Very bright.
Yeah.
And,
And I imagine the shadows are not happy about this.
not at all. It's very much going, you know, it's very, very unhappy, and it's writhing, and, you know, it's just shifting around. It does not look like it's having a good time.
Scream.
Okay. From that, can I tell where it is?
You can hear its general area, but you'd still have to attack with disadvantage because you cannot see.
No. Oh no. Oh no. I'm asking that so I know how to get away from it. Like I don't want to be like.
Yeah, you know its general
I've
area.
been badly wounded.
You know its general area, but you can't see. So you know it's down in this direction. You just don't know which of the squares it's in, so to speak.
Right.
Alright. It is now the Shadow's turn. This guy
Oh boy.
is going to very quickly move away and out of the shadow. And you can see it's sort of like rubbing its eyes and shying away and blinking a bit. And then it's just going to move. Sorry, Jezebel. You're the closest target.
No.
So, both shadows are going to attack the target that they can see.
Jeez.
1, 13, I believe that's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
21, I believe that's a hit. You have a reaction, yes?
Do I want to have the damage or do I want to give damage? That's the question.
Well, it's your choice.
I'd
I'm
have, but you can't afford to take any more.
I'm gonna hate these things. Yeah, I'm just gonna do uncanny dodge.
Okay. You take 9 damage, and your strength score is reduced once more by 3.
Jeez, he's gonna
now it's
die at
negative
this
4.
rate.
It's negative 4.
Oh god.
Yeah.
He is going to die at this rate. Oh no.
Yeah. If your strength reaches 0, you die.
Ugh.
Wait.
Because of course you do.
Are you sure it's negative 4? You have 16, and you got 4. So
My bad. I'm thinking of the wrong one.
Yeah.
I thought so. It didn't sound right. You have
No,
16,
yeah, no,
and
man.
you got. Wedward, I'm talking. I mean brains. So 16, and you subtracted 4, so that would bring you to 12.
12.
And then you subtracted 3, which would bring you to 9. So you're only minus
Wait.
1.
Yeah.
Wait, don't change it because my sick brain, I forgot what it was before.
I remembered it's 16.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm still not all here.
Here, I'll put it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it down in your temporary hit points. So you got it in. You got temporary hit points. That's your strength score there. You see it?
Yeah. Okay.
So if you need to check what it's at, you can now just subtract from your strength, and you've got a reminder of what it was.
Okay. So what is it? So you said 4.
Minus 4 and then minus 3.
Okay. 9. You see Jezebel get weaker. She kind of actually seems to be breathing heavily and sweating a little bit.
All right. The next shadow is going to attack. 19 will hit.
Dang it.
Can I still do a reaction? I can't do it anymore.
No, you cannot.
can't.
Oh, that's right. I can't. Dang it. Okay.
You take 16 damage, and your
God.
strength score is reduced by 3.
Help. 1 HP. Help.
So that brings
Wait.
your 9 down by 3 to 6.
God.
And
If
the final attack misses.
Oh, thank God. If she gets hit anymore, she's probably going to die.
Yeah.
No.
Now, I will mention this because don't forget you can disengage as an action. Clara, it is your turn.
Clara is going to go over to the wounded and unwound them. Let's see. Don't have any level 2s. I have a level 3. I have a level 3. Oh! I have a level 3 spell slot. I can do that.
And do it.
You know what? Why not?
Hypnotic pattern.
I will stay over here while placing that. Let's see. Was 30-foot cube?
Oh,
10.
Yeah, you need to roll for the... No, wait, this isn't a damaging spell. My bad. Okay, so that's wisdom
10,
save.
15, 20.
2 wisdom saves. Oh, wait, they get stealth. Let me quickly roll that too. 13 and a 9, so... Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure 13 beats most of... I'm pretty sure most of you can see 13, and if you can't, those of you that can would point them out, so... Wisdom, and the DC is 15. So they both fail, and they are both charmed. So they are unable to attack or move, and they have a speed of 0 until they take damage or they're shaken out of it.
Unfortunately, this interrupts concentration on my heroism, but I'm pretty sure you guys are agree that this is well worth it.
That's fine. I wasn't really using it anyway.
Cicada, it's your turn.
Well, they're incapacitated right now, which means if I attack them now...
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and Jezebel.
Alright, you are both now invisible.
And... move away.
Alright?
Actually, next to Korax. Hello.
Alright.
Hello.
It's bright in here. Also, you have no hair, which is weird.
Wait, what?
Moving on.
Yeah, well, no one else is able to see it because of the bright ball of light that makes it impossible to see Corax at the moment. Cicada has Devil's Sight and is able to see through it and can see that Corax has lost all of their hair.
Uh-oh.
Really say this out loud, though. She has telepathy.
Ryu, it is your turn.
Okay, so he's going to rush over here and cast Spirit Guardians.
Go for it.
Please load.
So that's a wisdom save, I believe. 1, 2. They both fail, so they're going to take full damage, which is 12, and radiant or necrotic.
Radiant, for sure.
Okay. So that means they take that. And this one also takes that. They all cry out. They both cry out in pain, and their attention turns directly to Ryu as they both hiss.
And then I cast Shield of Faith on myself and motion for Jezebel to get back.
Shield of Faith is bonus?
Shield of Faith takes a spell slot.
Yeah, you can't cast that because you just cast.
Fuck these technicalities.
Hey, it's alright. It's alright. Just take a deep breath.
Always at the worst fucking times.
You did a good job. You did some real damage.
Anyway, then I got nothing.
Alright. Neku, it is your turn.
Right.
Chlora's hypnotic pattern is now ineffective. Is this correct?
We'll get to
Right.
that on your turn.
Okay.
Neku.
Charlotte moves over across from the group. As you see, his blue lines start forming all of her palms and hands, and she slams it on the ground and she makes a larger turret next to her.
That's cute.
And I'm gonna choose force.
Anyone
So
else
Charlotte,
thinking of the turret you get as the machinist from Final Fantasy XIV?
What were you saying?
Anyways,
What were you saying, Charlotte?
Charlotte's gonna then grin and then point towards the spirit right across for you and shout out fire as she just shoots it.
Alright, you should have the ability to roll the attacks for it. Yep, there you go. Nice. That is definitely going to hit, and it's going to do 10 force damage. Nice. That is going to indeed deal damage, so that'll be 4.
What about the other two?
What do you
It
mean?
doesn't count. The
Oh, it
bonus
doesn't count?
doesn't count because I'm not
Okay.
casting it. It's from the cannon.
Okay.
Also,
Anyway,
he is pushed back.
I know I'm trying to get to that, but you guys keep interrupting me.
Sorry.
I know.
It's not your fault. I know you've been getting interrupted too, Neku. It's fine.
I got it.
Anyway,
Speaking of
he's
which,
pushed.
I just
He's pushed back.
Hang on.
He's pushed back, and he gets. That means both Jezebel and Ryu get an attack of opportunity. Actually, Jezebel, you do not because you used your reaction already.
Lala?
I'm sorry. Yeah, that'll hit. You deal that damage. And now it is Corax's turn.
Okay, so So. Eh, So, which one? So, okay. So, which one's been damaged?
They've both taken a pretty decent chunk.
Okay, but I meant since the yeah, I meant since the yeah, I meant since the hypnotic pattern went up.
They both
For
have.
sure.
They both have.
Oh,
Also, you
all
can't
right.
see at the moment. Are you dismissing darkness?
As a matter of fact, I am. Am as a, and I'm going to cast Divine Favor as a bonus action.
Alright, also you are now bold.
And I move in over here, flanking with Ryu, and I swing with Harlequin once.
Nice.
Okay, so that's 20 damage,
Alright?
and twice 22.
Okay, give me a second to just work this out. So that's 1, that's 2, so that's
46 damage total.
6. Then we've got 2 and 2 and yeah, okay, yeah, it's dead. You see the
Yay.
shadow sort of fade away into nothingness.
And then I'm going to move back over here, away from this other shadow.
Alright,
Or, actually, wait. Yeah, I will.
Jezebel.
Jezebel has the means to get her own sneak attack on.
Yeah, you're invisible.
You are
I
indeed
am.
invisible.
I'm also hurting pretty badly.
I'd go.
Let's see.
I'd stay back and go for a ranged attack.
I am. I'm going. Well, now I don't need to disengage, so that's a good thing. I'm just going to move back. Right there,
Jeez.
or and right here. I'm going to use the light crossbow and take a shot.
Go for it. I do not
Using
believe you
this-
get sneak attack as an ally is not within 5 feet.
Invisible.
She's invisible.
Hidden.
Though.
Right, you are right. Roll me a quick stealth then, while you can. Yeah, okay, you do get sneak attack. So that'll be 20, so 7, and then 9.
So this removes your invisibility.
It gave me a chance to have sneak attack, so worth it.
Alright, you are no longer invisible. And is that your turn?
As a bonus, can I drink a potion?
You may, yes.
Okay, I have 1 potion of healing. I want to drink one of my potions. It's a D4, right?
Regular potion is 2d4 plus 2.
Whoops. Okay, 6.
Mhm.
Okay,
It is
that's
now
my
the
turn.
Shadow's turn. It is going to immediately move for Ryu. Because it is not smart. And then it's going to attack with a 9 and then a 16. Does the 16 hit?
I
Ryu?
don't believe it does.
Huh?
Does the 16
You-
hit? Your
No.
AC is 18, yes? Okay, good.
Yes.
In that case, both of its attacks miss, and it is going to try and stealth with a 22, which means it is indeed going to successfully stealth.
Well, it's still in the Spirit Guardians, so
Oh yeah, it needs to take that damage. Because it started its turn in the area.
Yes, so you can roll for that if you want to.
speaking of which, I only realized after the fact that I wouldn't have been able to use Shield of Faith anyway, because both it and Spirit Guardians there's concentration spells. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was multiple. Anyway, wisdom save. So let's see. And that's 15 foot. Oops, that was a bit too much there. Yeah, sorry, the key got stuck there. So yeah, that will be 15. Yeah. You see the shadow attempt to fade into another shadow, and then it straight up vanishes. And yeah, there's now some black goop on the ground.
Yeah, you just see all of these light foxes just absolutely destroy it.
Yeah, Korax and Korax and Jezebel are now both having trouble standing.
So,
Right.
no moving yet.
That's why I moved back. I was like, oh, combat's not over yet.
So, and that only happen. That's when they step into it and when they end their turn in it. Yes.
Yes.
That Spirit Guardians activates.
actually, it says when they start their turn in it.
Yep.
Right. So when they
and-
start their turn in it. Okay. So we're going to have what's the name again? Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Oh, gosh.
There's another one.
And then it's going to roll stealth. And it's going to... Yeah, a 14, so it could probably hide. Yeah, I'd say it's probably...
Flora doesn't see it.
It's probably hidden.
No. Yeah. I'm good.
I mean, unless
It
one
got
of
within
you...
15 feet of. It got within 15 feet of Ryu.
Yeah, I know, but you said that's only when they start their turn in that.
When they hold on, let's see.
Call for spell description.
When the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Alright, that's why I was asking. It succeeded. Can you roll the... So, it was a 15. So, okay. I will add the damage. Alright.
Charlotte, stay close to me.
Next up... Okay, so you can see it then. Laura? You feel some presence behind you.
God dang it, there's more of them.
Also, Charlotte, you're able to take an attack of opportunity because it tried to move away.
No, I don't. I can't.
Okay.
Why not?
So,
Probably reactions.
Cicada? Sorry, there's just so many C names, it's really hard to keep track. Flora, you take 21 necrotic damage and your strength is reduced by 2.
Oof. Oof.
And it is then
That was wrong.
going... It is then going to hide with an 18.
Let's see, 21.
My God.
And strength is reduced by 2.
All right.
She seems to be having trouble standing.
Now, Gloria, it is your turn. You wanted to talk about the hypnotic pattern?
Oh yeah, it's probably gone over here.
Easy enough.
Though she has become acutely aware of shadows in another direction and wants them to not move.
So what are you gonna do?
So let's see, 5, 10. Let's see, 10, 25, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think that's 30 by 30.
All right. Yes, because I
35.
imagine if one of you can see it, you would have told the others where it is.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, if one of you can see it, all of you can see it. Alright, it
Okay.
failed and it is stunned.
She doesn't quite dare move from where she is because she doesn't know where the other shadow went.
Alright.
Do I have anything to... I do have potions of healing. I think I'm going to pop one of those.
Alright. 2d4 plus 2. And now it is Cicada's turn.
Well, firstly, I'm gonna move my hex over to this fella.
Go for it.
Okay, and I know it's stunned, but if it lasts up to 1 minute. If I cast any other spells, my invisibility wears off. What to do? I'm gonna go over here and pass over a potion of healing over to Korax.
Well, Chlora or Corax? Corax, okay.
Korax.
Alright. That's a bonus action to pass a potion? Or are you feeding him it?
I'm feeding it him.
Alright, that'll be an action, so Corax add 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. 5.
Alright,
It's not nothing.
Ryu.
Okay, he's going to run up here, hoping to get the to catch the invisible shadow in his spirit guardians, and he is going to.
You may want to leave this
Yes.
shadow alone to minimize attackers.
Yeah,
They're gonna
There's
go.
not
They're
really
gonna go
anything you can do about
They're
that.
gonna go after me. I'm sure. 'Cause
There's
I'm
the
the biggest
squishy
threat
standing
here.
next to you. That's
What
true.
Chlora is saying is that currently that one's stunned and incapacitated. But
It can't
it's
attack.
it's still your turn. And
Okay,
you guys should let Ryu do his turn. So Ryu.
Sorry.
Ryu.
Okay, he's going. I'm going to have him. Oh, that's not concentration? Sweet. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna use spiritual weapon. Here.
Alrighty. Let me go and grab your spiritual weapon. I guess I never made you one. Yeah, we'll just use the fragment as your spiritual weapon.
Alright then. And I believe attacking with it is a bonus action?
Yes, when you cast it.
Alright.
And all subsequent turns.
Yes. Spiritual weapon really isn't concentration?
It is not.
I'm
Nope.
Huh. Neat.
He knows.
I know. I'm kind of I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of pretty surprised too.
That's why I like clerics.
Alright, so that's gonna hit and deal some force damage.
Oh, you guys don't know? That's why I like spiritual weapons so much.
And who? It is now your
Have
turn,
you been-
Charlotte. We gotta keep things moving, guys.
Charlotte's gonna swing her arms open and just glare at the shadow she can see. She's gonna materialize 4 rifles floating and fire at the shadow.
Go for it.
One.
That's a miss.
Well, let me fire. Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna do it every time then. 2.
Is it doing that thing where it's saying, do you want to whisper rolls?
No. I wanted to keep it like that actually.
Okay. That'll hit.
It won't let me. Okay. 3.
Hit.
4.
That'll hit.
Does Sacred Firearm only work on one of them?
Yeah, it's only one spell attack per turn.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm gonna fire my cannon as a bonus action.
Okay. Roll the attack.
Nice.
That'll hit and deal 9 force damage. And push it back.
This round of gunfire.
Corax!
All right, I think I'm gonna take the opportunity. Okay. All right. This is his spiritual weapon, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Can I flank with a spiritual weapon?
Yes.
You'd be running into the hypnotic pattern.
It only, it hypnotic pattern's already running, and so it wouldn't affect me. It's only when
Oh.
it starts up.
Yes, you
Oh.
do get advantage.
I wish I'd
Alright.
known that sooner.
It happens.
And 1. 23.
That'll hit.
All right, that's 20 damage.
Alright, let me,
And 16, that's another 21 damage.
so
22
that's
damage.
that. That's that. And, okay. Yep, alright.
So that's
Your 2
42
attacks.
damage altogether.
Yep, your 2 attacks take it out. You see the shadow slowly dissolve away. That your turn?
I'm gonna quickly pop Sanctuary because
Alright.
I just know that I know that second one is lurking around.
Okay.
So just as a bonus action.
Jezebel.
Well, I don't know where the other one is at. Did I see what happened when Korax casted darkness?
I think, and
To
I
see
think the
him.
people back in the village saw that.
Yeah. You were
Did it
able to see
happen?
that. You were able to see that it was just one big ball of light.
Yeah, did I see that it made the ghouls cringe?
Probably.
Okay, then I cast darkness.
Alright.
Just because I'm feeling spiteful and I know that they hate it, so Just see what happens.
All right. Brian, could you draw the square for me again?
You gotta put it exactly.
Let's see, 15-foot. Oh, radius?
Yep.
Plus, not only that, I know Cicada can also see in it, so she can watch my back.
Yeah, but where are you putting it? Where are you centering it? You can center it on yourself, or put it so that you're on one of the corners. So,
Like maybe you're
like there,
around
for
there somewhere.
example, you could put it.
Did I see where the other goal was the last time?
The last place you saw it was right next to Chlora, like next to
Right.
Chlora here.
Okay, then I'm gonna put it kind of next to Chlora then. Why not?
All right.
So,
Go
like,
further up.
here?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It is now the shadow's turn. It is going to move out of the darkness and then move around. Hold on, let me count this out. And it's going to remain stealthed. However, that now puts it not within 15 feet yet. So that's its turn. Clara, you are in darkness.
She was thinking.
I meant to put it above them. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Like I said, next to them.
you can't. It has to be. You have to be touching its square.
Oh,
No,
gotcha.
no,
Okay.
No, she doesn't. It's got a 60-foot range.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different spell then. Yeah. All right. You put
Oh.
it there.
No, I don't want to be too mean.
All right. In that case, the darkness would be able to move to here, which means it is within 15 feet. So, if you could roll Spirit Guardians for me.
Right. Please load.
While that's loading, Clara.
Clara is going to take a look around. I have spent both of those.
TikTok, Clara.
Help!
Do I need to
still
see
low.
them for vicious mockery? Let me check.
I'm still
Yeah, you
low
have
on
to see.
health. I'm still low
Okay,
on
so
health.
I'm going to.
Stop it,
Yeah, I
Jezebel.
should probably do that. I will heal you. Not that it'll help very much because you only have like a couple strength left.
All right, Cicada.
Here. And I'm gonna make a perception check.
All right. I think it rolled a 22, didn't it?
Eh.
Or was it an 18? Let me roll the perception and let me double check.
Eh.
It was indeed an 18, so yeah, you can't see it. You still
That
have
means
your
I can't
you still have your bonus action,
I
I believe.
mean, I still have Hex, but I need to see it,
All right,
is the problem.
you can always hold an action.
Alright, I'm gonna hold an action in case it gets anywhere near Chlora or me. Well, Chlora in particular, because I'm invisible. I'm going to hold Word of Radiance.
All right, Rhea.
Question: can I start humming the song that I hum when I'm very scared?
Sure. Anyway, Rhea.
Okay.
Rhea.
Can I see where the shadow is?
You
it got
cannot.
hit. Okay, so
I
it
mean,
got out.
You know, it's generally around this area. Oh wait, hold on. This area.
Alright, then he's going to move here to get between it and Clara.
Okay.
See what happens.
Do you want to hold an action?
Yes.
What are you holding and what's your condition?
I'm going to hold a... I'm going to hold a guiding bolt until it appears, for when it appears.
Okay.
If it appears.
Charlotte.
Is looking around an action or a bonus action?
Trying to perceive something is an action.
I will try to perceive something.
Go for it.
Wow.
No dice. You still
Okay.
have your bonus action.
Well, I can't use it for anything, so that's my turn.
Alright, not holding an action?
Can't, 'cause I already used my action.
You can hold a bonus action.
I will hold a bonus action to fire the cannon when I see the shadow.
Okay. Corax.
And I'm guessing I wonder.
Well, the darkness didn't work for me and it did for you, so that's interesting.
I can't imagine what that might be. So. Yeah, I'm not. Do I know that it's still in the darkness, though? I'll take.
I can't tell you.
I know. I'm contemplating myself.
Well, time is ticking down, so.
Yeah, no, I need to make some quick measurements. Okay, that's where your spirit guardians is. Let's see.
Man, my eyes are stinging. I'm very
All
sleepy.
right. So I'm gonna cast sleep centered here. So if it's within,
Don't you need to be able to see your targets for sleep?
Nope, nope, it's 20 feet within a point I select. It's within 20 feet of a point I select.
Okay.
So if it's within,
All right, well, roll it.
so if it's within the blue square, it's affected.
Okay, well, roll it.
Okay, sleep at level 2.
So.
That is not a great roll. So ignore. So that's 24.
Unfortunately, it resists the sleep.
All right.
Actually, if it has more HP than me, then I fall asleep.
It does.
Well.
Oh God, can I control it? Do I have control of this?
Well, good night, Clara.
Ignoring unconscious creatures.
Well, you know,
Well,
Laura does need a
Laura,
beauty
fire.
sleep.
Laura, now asleep.
Oops.
Jezebel looks annoyed over at Car. She goes, "Whose side are you on?"
I mean, at least they didn't set an entire building on fire with people in it.
That's not this campaign.
I know.
Sorry. He's looking at his hand. What is up with my magic today?
Jezebel.
Okay,
mean, you could shake her
I'm
awake.
going to. What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna keep up the darkness just in case. Give it limited mobility at least.
Alright.
Crap.
You can always hold an action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Real quickly though, I think I'm gonna go ahead and drink my last potion of healing.
Okay, that's a bonus action. 2d4 plus
Yeah.
2.
Okay, let me get that up real quick. Uh-oh.
And what action are you holding? And what's your condition?
Once I see the gold, I'm gonna hit it with a crossbow.
Okay. It is now the Shadow's turn. And it is going to attack the person that happens to be right beside
Asleep.
it.
Oh.
Jeez. It's not close enough to me to use Word of Radiance, unfortunately.
And unfortunately, both attacks missed. It is then going to attempt to stealth. And yes, you all may roll your held actions.
I'm gonna be rolling Spirit Guardians first since it got in range.
So a 14 will hit. Yep, and that will do 12 snake and 10 piercing.
Next, the Guiding Bolt he was holding.
And then that. Next up is Charlotte with 18, which will hit and deal 9 force. Spirit Guardians, that's fine. Guiding Bolt will hit and deal. Let's see, that's. Yeah, okay. So, you all watch as the bolt of radiant energy fires out from Yu's hand, and you watch as the shadow wails and writhes in pain, and from the bottom to the top, it begins to shatter and sprinkle away, as if it's turning into ash.
Disintegrates. Yay.
Combat is now over.
Clara is sleeping peacefully, without a care in the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop being invisible and shake Clara away.
Jezebel,
Yeah.
5
this
more minutes.
Yeah, Korax and I think in Jezebel are both having trouble standing upright at the moment.
Oh,
yeah, Jezebel
Been physically compromised.
she takes away the darkness and looks both annoyed and then also smiles as she goes, "Quite the grace that you chose, dear brother."
are you okay?
Clara's like, 5 more minutes.
It ends after one wake up. I give her a kick.
Ow! Why did you kick? Why are we in a graveyard? Did I fall asleep in a graveyard?
Yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Why did I fall asleep in a graveyard?
Cicada points to Korax.
I was aiming for the shadow. I'm sorry.
Again, Thorax is bald at the moment. Though he's starting to grow a little bit of hair back.
You're missing your hair.
I have chosen to believe that that is an illusion.
Are you sure?
Clara runs her
Yeah.
hands through over his head to see if his hair is there.
With full tactile effects, it's a touch illusion as well as a visual illusion. It's very convincing.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Jezebel
Can I
says
have deception?
as she drags herself back to the grave.
But Cicada does help
You're-
her along.
Your darkness did go a little haywire there earlier.
Yeah.
Can I have deception for Clara because she totally wants to do insight? Actually, here I'll just roll some.
Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah.
Wow, that's quite the illusion.
Okay. So, Jezebel, as you come back to the grave, you notice that it's slightly cracked open.
Ooh. Despite being exhausted and a little bit weak, she gasps and then immediately runs to the grave and like tries to open it.
Well,
Did it
the
get
coffin,
damaged
the
in the
coffin,
fight?
and the
Well,
coffin,
the-
not the grave.
Well, at least check over the coffin first.
So, you're opening the coffin?
In a fit of panic and exhaustion, yeah, why not?
Oh dear.
You open
Did
the
it get
coffin.
damaged in the fight?
You open the coffin. And you discover nothing.
Oh no.
Jezebel kind of stares in shock for a second, and then she like reaches a hand like into the coffin to like just like touch it, or inside to touch it to like feel like in disbelief it really is empty.
Cora just like hobbles over here and looks in the grave and she's like, maybe it's one of those visual and tactile illusions.
See.
Jezebel then like starts to shake as her like hands go into fists, and then she whispers at first, "Where is he?" And then she like stands up and just screams out, "Where is he?"
You probably shouldn't open the graves. The Novus druid slowly pokes their head out now that the fighting is over.
Empty.
In
Does it
a
matter? The body's gone.
another fit of rage, she slightly gets the energy she can and stomps towards the druid and like grabs their shirt and pulls them down,
No,
saying, "Who who tends these graves?"
I just mostly just us druids. Occasionally people from the town help out.
Who was here last?
I don't know. It's volunteer work. Just whoever wants to come down comes down.
You need to figure it out now. The grave is empty.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it's empty.
well. She doesn't know.
I'm sorry.
Jezebel looks to Cicada, an angry, like, and frustrated scowl on her face. Looks conflicted, and then just pushes the druid away.
Alright, Rio, you're investigating the coffin.
Yes.
You find that the coffin is very empty, but there are some light scratch marks around the rim of the coffin.
Outer rim, like somebody was trying
Inner
to dig out of it
side.
from the in.
Yeah,
Like somebody was trying to dig out of it from the inside.
yes.
Ugh.
Like he was buried alive.
Jez, you might want to come see this.
Whoever was in
Jezebel
here,
is
whoever was
still
in here was
glaring
buried
as she
alive.
walks. What?
There are
What do
scratch
you
marks.
mean?
These scratch marks on the coffin. And somebody was trying to break out of the coffin from the inside.
Maybe
She
it's...
looks in disbelief and confusion. That can't be. They told me he was dead.
the Black Sun?
Ooh, Jezebel kind of gains a look of horror on her face for a second, and then she goes, "No."
Can I roll an investigation too?
You may. You investigate the area, and you look at the grave directly next to her brother's grave. It has the same noticeable markings. And it is
So it wasn't
also
just him.
empty.
Oh. Oh no.
Are these big ones empty too? Please tell me the big ones still have something in them.
Do you open the door and try and find out?
Yeah, Cicada is going to investigate this one.
Laura's just clinging to her knight.
Yeah,
Now, the big-
Korax is gonna check this one out.
The big ones are actually little, the stone temples where you put the coffin, the bigger
Mausoleums.
buildings. Mausoleum, that's the word. And as you open the door and step inside, you find the same situation. Empty.
Bad.
Divine sense.
Protect me.
It's faint, and it was clearly done recently, but not too recent. Like, could have been a month, could have been 2 months. But there is a faint evil in the air.
Detect magic.
Something was here.
You do not detect anything magical.
Yeah, nothing, no remnants of necromancy anywhere.
Well, I mean, the entire forest is magical, but you don't detect anything out of the ordinary.
Eh,
Like I said,
Nothing,
most of
nothing active, at least.
the magic that she could have sent is long gone.
okay.
I think I dragged my token off the map by accident. Hate it when that. Hate that's even possible.
You can do that? Huh.
Somehow.
There you go.
Bad.
Thank you.
Hey, Jezebel looks really upset and conflicted as she's scowling at the grave with her hands clenched tight. And in one of her hands, she's actually holding the slightly crunching him up. So sorry, Ryu. She's holding the talisman as well as the dog tag she was going to place.
Can we go back to safety now? I want to sleep.
We find the Archdruid immediately.
My thoughts exactly.
Do you still want to check out the crime site or the
I
ruin?
was about to say, real quickly, Jezebel aside, she goes, I want to see the crime scene first. You guys can go back if you want, but I'm not going back yet.
And are you sure? And you think wouldn't it be a good idea to rest up? What if something attacks us there too?
You're in no condition to go anywhere on your own, Jezebel.
I don't care. I need to figure this out now.
Going with you.
It's not gonna. Whatever happened to your brother, it's not going to help him at all. I'll if you get yourself killed because you rushed in unprepared.
Jezebel looks frustrated, but she contemplates the words, and then she looks to the druid. She goes, "Where exactly is this crime scene at? Is it dangerous?"
Well, not really. It's protected by the pixies. It's actually the road you all traveled on to get here.
There, it's not very dangerous.
We passed. Are you saying we could have walked past it and didn't realize?
Well, yes, but the magic of the air would have made it very hard to find it.
There,
So
see? Protected by the pixies. Satisfied?
Chloe's like, can we have this discussion not in a graveyard? Where the
Going with
shadows move
Jezebel.
and attack us?
Yeah.
Right.
Jezebel just sighs. She goes, "Do what you will, I'm going." And then she tries to brush past everybody to follow the druid.
Cicada follows.
Clara follows because don't want to get lost.
any last things anyone wants to do before you leave the gravesite?
Flora's gonna try to push over Jezebel with her guitar. Just to see if it's possible.
Wish over. You sure you want to do that? You know Jezebel's not in a very playful mood right now. You sure you want to do that?
Cicada
Let's
does
see.
help Chlora a bit.
She manages to decide against it.
Smart move.
Cicada is going to help Chlora a bit.
I mean, you guys can tell the usual playful side that Jezebel shows is definitely long gone at the moment. She is dead serious.
So, just really quick, Neku, is that investigation from earlier or from just now?
It's from earlier.
Oh, that was from earlier.
Okay, I was just checking because I couldn't remember and... Yeah. So...
It's okay.
Also, before we leave, can someone pick up Corax's things?
Yes. Yes, like someone who's not weakened is gonna need to carry my bullets, please. Thank you.
I got him.
Thank you. Like Corax is still like Corax is like just occasionally just prodding at his hair, like, oh, God.
It's just an illusion, Korak.
Shut up.
Korak actually believes him, though.
Like,
Alright.
He's like genuinely like, that's only an illusion, Korak.
and then he's examining.
Guys.
He's examining his hand that he used to cast spell. Like,
Guys.
okay.
Guys. Guys.
Yeah.
You done?
Don't worry, it was that shut up was entirely in character. I'm having the time of my life.
Are you guys done so I can continue though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you all follow the druid as they lead you through the forest parting once more again, as if by their will. And you arrive in a clearing. For a moment you think it's familiar, but then you realize that no, it's not. It just looks slightly familiar because there's a circular shape. And you see some brown blood on the ground.
White blood. Oof.
This area is actually very sheltered because the trees take most of the rain, so sometimes the blood can stick around for quite a while.
Alright. May I make an investigation check to see the crime scene?
You all
Yes.
may investigate.
15.
Okay.
Flora is going to try. Not like she's going to succeed. It looks like someone died here.
Alright. Those
Yeah,
of
no
you...
kidding.
So, everyone but Chlora, you all are able to determine that someone who was wearing heavy armor was killed here. And Ryu, you actually managed to catch something that got caught in a nearby tree. It's splattered with a little bit of blood, but it seems that the little hood of the tree managed to keep the piece of paper from completely becoming illegible. Like, there's still a couple of words that you can read. And
Neat.
Is
The
it
wo-
in common?
it is.
Okay.
What does it say?
I'm writing it
Typing
down for you, so just give me a second.
Okay.
Corax. So that's the words that you're able to make out. Contract, kill, cleric, and 500,000 GP.
Oof.
Wow.
Jezebel.
Someone really wanted your brother dead.
Hmm?
I found this.
Jezebel slightly, I mean, not too rude. She does kind of snatch it from his hands and then reads it. And then she looks frustrated.
It wasn't what happened to your brother. It wasn't just a
I knew.
senseless murder. It was a hired hit.
She kind of crumples the paper kind of tightly, but tries to keep the wording somewhat intact. And she goes, "I figured as much. As I said, not only by name, but also." She kind of looks reluctant to say for a second, "Our job, so to speak."
So, find that Tetsu person and find who hired him. Then
If he was hired. Right now, it seems Tetsu is the only lead I have.
Who would want who would want it? Who would you want your brother dead, let alone badly enough to hire an assassin?
Jezebel looks conflicted, like she wants to say something, but is debating if she can trust everybody.
to get to her father, perhaps.
Maybe not just him. She says, again looking reluctant. But then she takes a deep breath, wanting to take a chance. And then she looks at everybody and she goes, "Remember how I said I like steel dragons?"
Not really, but go on.
Or more so that I'm trying to find information on hunting steel dragons, correct?
Okay, that I remember.
It's not just because I like them. On the contrary, I guess you can say that my family and I, we are the bait.
What? Bait?
Or more specifically, I am. She takes a deep breath as she looks both exhausted as well as like angry at the same time. And then she gives a shrug and she says, "I am working with a very important person to find the real hunters of steel dragons and track them down and stop them." My brother and I work together along with the rest of our family alongside this person in order to lure out the hunters.
That's why. Oh no.
Yes, well, let's say that I'm more fond of her than my own father. We decided to help her out in order to find the hunters that are hunting the steel dragons and stop them. This, she says, waving the paper that Ryu found, probably them somebody finding out what we do and went after my brother. Probably get information out of him or to stop us.
Horrible.
Corax.
Hmm.
When you went to go destroy the information the poppycocks had on the kitsune, did it look like there was any parts of a dragon in their trophy room?
DM, remind me. Do I remember anything like that?
Yeah,
Never met anything like that.
yeah. They even boasted about their how they've got a scale from every kind of dragon that is known to exist.
Even
They've
steel
got
dragons.
a scale from every kind of dragon that's known to exist. But do I remember any specific trophies from the room?
Well, no, you guys were mostly focused on the kitsune, and well, you've burned it all down now.
True.
Well, I didn't burn anything. I exploded it all.
Regardless, if you can't remember, I can't tell you anymore.
Well, they were fond of hunting dragons. I remember that much. I don't remember anything specific though. We were a little bit focused on getting rid of the kitsune stuff.
It's people like them that are my goal. She says as she looks over to Corax, I am indeed a hunter, but I don't hunt what you think I do. I hunt the hunters that hunt steel dragons, and I stop them. That is the promise
Well-
that I made to Lady Rura and her children.
Well, I don't remember. I don't remember any specific trophies, but I mean, if it's bad and it involves hunting, safe bet to assume they did it.
Whether it is them or not, it's hard to say. All I know now is that my assumptions for when my brother was killed were correct. But the only that I have now is apparently Tetsu. But now I have a new problem. I'm going to have to let my family know. And that is that my dear brother's body is now gone.
So, question for the DM. Was this name Rura mentioned in that one book that Clara read that was from
Yes?
Ryu?
Yes.
Is there a possibility that she would remember it even though she's kind of sleepy?
Yes. So, Rura in the book is a fair maiden, a beautiful princess from the sky, who fell down and was raised by a noble elven man.
So Clara, she's like, wait, that sounds familiar, like from Ryu's book. And then she starts just giving all the details
Yeah, it's an Aarakocra.
that the book gave.
Oh boy.
Ryu just face palms and shakes his head, and like I have to assume that if it's the same Rura, then the book's accounts of her are probably exaggerated.
This actually brings a smile to Jezebel's face as she actually gives a natural, like, fond look at the name. And she goes, maybe it's slightly exaggerated, but some of it can be a bit true.
You
Some
said you
truth in all the stories.
made a promise to this Rura.
I did. She says that she
How-
actually looked serious.
How long ago was that?
She gives a bit of a smile and she goes, when I became a teenager, actually. My family takes care of Rura.
So she's still alive.
Indeed. She says a smile. Lady Rura made a wish that allows her to be reborn.
Then maybe she'll know that. Maybe she can tell us anything. Tell us about this.
She gives a sigh.
Give
She
it
goes, I'm not entirely sure what Lady Rua knows, but I also, in my fit of anger, haven't spoken to her or my family in some time because of what happened to my brother. But after finding out that Odie is back in that town we were at, and the fact that I need to let my family know about this new outcome about my brother, might be time for a little family reunion.
Where?
That's the question, isn't it? She says with a
Correct.
sigh as she shrugs, she goes, as much as I'd like to go to the nearest town and send out word immediately, we still have a job to do, don't we?
That is correct.
As
Flora's
much as
asleep on the
I
ground.
as much as I really am eager to get this done over with, I trust you all. So I can be patient until we finish this job and get to the next town.
But for now, you rest. Like Cora. Maybe not here.
She's already out.
Yeah, she's going to
She
pick
she
Cora
was
up.
out before you suggested resting.
Yeah, she's going to pick Cora up the best she can, even with her -1 strength.
Jezebel looks a little. Now her exhaustion starts to show on her face now that her adrenaline is gone. And she lightly rubs her eyes. She goes, yeah, it's fine. I guess rest would be good.
Back to
And then
village.
she looks real quick to everybody, almost like vulnerable for a second, but then hides it, and she goes, I trust you all will keep this secret.
You can count on us. And it looks like Clara slept through a fair amount of it, so I don't think we have to worry about her telling anyone.
Indeed. And she does glance over to Charlotte and Corax.
So I imagine it's like Clora's like lightly asleep, and then she heard the name and then spoke, and then went back to sleep.
So,
Charlotte looks to be okay.
go on, Sila.
I'm sorry, I lost my point.
I
Gotcha.
was just about to say, is there anything else anyone wants to do? So, sorry.
It's okay.
Charlotte looks to the.
I just can't remember. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Well, Jezebel's still waiting for the response from Charlotte and Corax.
Repeat what you said, Jezebel. That might refresh Charlotte's memory.
I think
Just
it's
more so,
that.
she's asking them to keep the secret that she just told them about her family and of Rua.
Korax just cracked a half smile. What secret?
Charlotte lights up a cigar, and in regards to Rura, I didn't even hear any word of it.
Jezebel gives a tired smirk, but the look in her eyes shows that she's actually very grateful. She will then real quickly, as she staggers back to the village, I guess, she'll pocket both the bloody note as well as the dog tags and the talismans that Ryu and Charlotte gave her.
Charlotte walks behind and simply just mutters out, "This girl has a lot on her back." And that's all
You
she'll
seen
say.
it?
She's been hiding it all this time. That must have taken a lot of willpower on her part. I didn't get. And we had no idea. I guess I've been underestimating her.
Lighten the load.
You underestimate a lot of people, kid.
Short stuff calling people kid, great.
No, just for you.
We're taller than you.
And I'm 18.
Clara's the shortest
Ah.
because she's on the ground.
So it is a kid then. Good to have you on board.
So,
Yeah, Cicada is currently helping Clara up as best she can, even with her -1 strength.
with some effort, you bring and drag all your tired selves back to the village. The druid, well, the druid bows once and then heads to their little home. As the archdruid gives a smile and bows towards you. Welcome back. We weren't expecting you back this soon.
We have
Things
a problem.
didn't go quite according to plan.
The graveyard. It's empty.
What do you mean, empty?
No corpses. All
The bodies
gone.
are
The
the coffins were empty. It looked like the bodies all dug themselves out from the inside.
Oh, that's not very good.
Good.
He glances towards the other druid just so they can, give a nod and say, yeah, that's what happened. And then he looks back to you all and says, well, your bedroom should still be prepared and ready for you. I am going to digest this new development.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jezebel gives them a tired glare as she goes, "Share if you think of any new useful information."
My main concern is if they are going to attempt to... Well, the ruins, you see, that you're going to they're very unique.
She narrows her eyes again. Would they be at these ruins?
It's possible. You see, these ruins are called the ever-changing ruin, the ever-changing dungeon. Every time you go into them, the layouts and rooms all change, seemingly. There's actually only 5 or 6 different rooms, and it seems that whenever the rooms change, there's a large earthquake that happens. And from what we can understand of the ancient carvings, it appears that there's a giant circular centrifuge which is being powered by a very strong and powerful crystal that allows the dungeon to turn.
I think I know where this reference is going.
A moving maze. Fantastic.
In theory, if one completes every single part of the moving maze, they might even... Well, I mean... Perhaps this is too heavy for this amount of time. We can talk more next week. I mean, in the morning.
Okay.
Subtle.
Clara is still
Jezebel's
a stack of potatoes.
Jezebel gives. She doesn't quite trust the archbishop pretty much, but she just gives him a narrowed look, sighs, and then just starts to drag her butt towards their rooms.
I can tell you the name of it if that will help soothe you for now.
Too tired. She just says and keeps walking away.
Right, tomorrow then.
She's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. I have a graveyard to locate, I suppose. You will rest well.
Hey, thank
We will.
you.
Thank you.
He gives a bow to you all, looks to, and then turns around and enters his house with a slightly concerned expression.
serious business.
So, is there anything anyone wants to do before we wrap this session up?
It's just drink chlorine. That's it.
Nope.
Right before Jezebel gets into the bed, she sits down, looking exhausted, and then unclaps her cloak, and then lays down and like hugs the stone on the cloak close to her chest, and like buries her face in it as one small tear falls on her face before she goes to bed.
And what I've remind me what's on Ryu's amulet again?
Which amulet is this?
The one that you said he was wearing at the beginning of the campaign, like the one. I think you said it was a family thing.
Yeah, I think it was a dragon head.
It is either a dragon head or a nine-tailed crest.
Yeah, I'd have to go back to the first episode and check. It's been a while.
I think it was maybe it was after we got out of the mines.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
sorry. I'd have to go back and check.
Probably a dragon then.
Oh,
I've been sleeping very badly this past week, so my memory is shot.
any-
Okay.
anyway, depending on what is on the amulet, Ryu would be looking at it as he lays face up on his bed in deep thought.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do before we wrap this session up?
Clara wants to sleep. Okay, that's done.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
done.
Anyone else?
Eh?
Then, with that, we will wrap this session up. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you all next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Bye.